Hello guys, welcome to the Altruist IELTS. I am Janvi and today we are going to learn vocabulary as known as lexical resources related to crime and law. In the previous episode of this vocab series, we have covered 3 words. The first word was retain, that means to continue to have that thing. The second word was sanctify, that means that the priest or the holy person officially approves it or declares it to be holy. And the last word was infringe, that means to break or to disobey the rule or a law. Let's look at our first word of this video. It is ruin. It is a verb and the meaning of ruin is to severely harm, damage or spoil it. To ruin someone means to cause them to no longer have any money. Let's look at the synonyms of the verb ruin. Destroy, devastate, trash. It is informal. Bankrupt, break, impoverish. Let's look at the example of the verb ruin. Olivia was ruining her health through worry. She accused him of ruining her financially with his taste for the high life. Let's look at the collocations related to ruin. Face ruin, financial ruin, ruin of, in ruin. The other things related to ruin. The third person singular present tense is ruins. Present participle form of ruin is ruining. And the past tense and past participle form is ruined. Ruin is also an uncountable noun, that means the state of no longer having any money. Example, the example could be the farmers say recent inflation has driven them to the brink of ruin. Let's look at our next word. It's refrain and it is a verb. That means that you deliberately do not do it. If you refrain from doing something, you deliberately do not do it. The synonyms could be stop, cease. And let's look at the example, like Mrs. Patel refrained from making any comment. The collocations related to refrain is refrain from. The other things related to refrain. The third person singular present tense of refrain is refrains. Present participle form of refrain is refraining. The past tense and past participle form of refrain is refrained. Refrain is also an uncountable noun. A refrain is a short, simple part of a song which is repeated many times. Example, there was a refrain from an old song. Let's look at our last word. It is contained. It is a verb, and if you have to contend with a problem or difficulty, you have to deal with it or overcome it. If you contend that something is true, you state or argue that it is true. If you contend with someone for something such as power, you compete with them to try to get it. Let's look at the synonyms of the verb contained. Argue, hold, maintain, allege, compete, fight, struggle, clash. The example related to contained. It is time once again to contend with racism. The government contends that he is fundamentalist. The two main groups contending for power. The collocation related to contend are contend with, contend for. The other things related to contend are the third person singular present tense, it is contends. Present participle or V4 form of contend is contending, and the past tense and past participle form of contend is contended, ed with ed. In the next video, we will cover the word compel, bind, scroll, and many more. Until then, enjoy and like, share and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much.